Hello there everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Clink, and today we're going to play through Metroid Zero Mission on the GBA. Well, I guess I'm playing this on the Switch too, but exterminate all Metroid organisms on planet Zebes and defeat the mechanical life form, Mother Brain. In Metroid Zero Mission. So, this is a remake of Metroid 1 on the NES, and this is a very interesting remake as, one, this game is 22 years old on its own by this point, but it also makes so many changes to the game that it's almost unrecognizable. And even though that's a new file, I'm still going to start it here. Just wanted to get through some of the GBA or the Switch Online stuff and sort that out, because I've just bought the expansion pack to play this. Planet Zebes. I called this place home once in peaceful times, long before evil haunted the caverns below. Now I shall finally tell the tale of my first battle here, my so-called Zero Mission, Samus Aran. So yeah, you still land on the planet and you get that little intro and the title screen stuff, but otherwise you're just plopped right in like you are in the NES game. Because if you have played the original, then you would know you just end up here in Brinstar and you're told to go. So yeah, we'll go ahead and pick up the Morph Ball, usually one of the first upgrades in a Metroid game. And yeah, I'm really excited to play this game. So I really wanted to do this or Metroid 1, and then I did Metroid 1, but I knew I was going to play this game on the channel, and I definitely like this game a lot more than Metroid 1. It's better in just about every way. The only problem I have with this game is when it comes to 100%ing it. It is a pain to 100%, but I'm not really going to worry about 100%ing in a long play like this. We're just going to enjoy the game and have some fun. But yeah, so this game makes a lot of very nice quality of life changes from the NES game as well. For one, there's a mini map and a full map. You pause the game, you can see the map. Then you can check your status as well if you want to see that stuff. And the game will use these Chozo statues to kind of point you where you need to go. And then I can also swap over to the areas, but we only have Brinstar for right now. Overall, the layouts are pretty much the same, or the map layout is the same as the original game, but the contents of the rooms are very different, if that makes sense. Like, if you were to look at the game's maps like this, they would look very similar, but it's going to look really different from this point of view, to where it really feels like an entirely different game. And really, that's just kind of for the better. But I love how Brinstar opens up in this game with just this very triumphant music, and they just kind of let you float around in here. And I say float, but that's kind of the interesting thing about this game, is Samus actually drops like a rock in this game compared to Super Metroid. But I think she feels really, really nice to control in this game. It's very well done. But yeah, this is our first major upgrade, or I guess the second, because we got the Morph Ball, but the long beam. So you start off with a really, really short shot in this game, but the long beam will help you out. And surprisingly, the long beam is completely optional. One of the most fun things to do in this game, and I guess you can do this in a lot of Metroid games, is do a low percent run. And the game actually does have different endings, or different like ending shots, I guess, is really what they are, depending on how you beat the game, what difficulty it is, what item completion you did, and the time you complete the game in. And this is where the entrance to Tourian is in this version. We need to defeat Kraid and Ridley. But if you do under 15% item completion, you get unique rewards for that. I'm going to take some damage here. This is where we're glad we're not playing on hard mode. But to even play hard mode, you have to beat the game on normal mode. And I have not done that on the Switch Online version. I've done it on the Wii U Virtual Console and on the 3DS, but never on here. Because I just haven't played it here. And I was originally going to try to play this game on the Wii U, but the input lag was just so bad with my capture card that I couldn't do it. Yeah, now that we've been up there, we can plop through here. This is how you can get past using the long beam to get through. Because, you know, the route they would expect you to take is with these blocks here. But we'll go on ahead and go over here. And did the Chozo statue... Okay, yeah, we go over here first. That's right. We need to go down first, though. And this is a save room. Save rooms, I do believe... No, they don't heal you in this game. Okay, I couldn't remember if they did. There's a lot of spots to get full heals, so don't hesitate to use those. But we do need to go down here because this is where we're going to pick up the first missile expansion of the game, much like in Metroid 1, or missile tank, and that'll actually get us missiles in the first place. So in this game, instead of hitting select like you would in the previous ones, you just hold down R and you can use missiles. And we have our first boss, this big worm that we need to shoot with some missiles. And I've never been very good at fighting this thing for some reason. I don't know why. I'm just kind of bad at it. I might have messed up being able to kill it on this round. Nope, we're good. All right. There we go. It only takes 3 hits. And once you do kill him, you get the charge beam, which was not in the NES Metroid. So there's a whole lot of upgrades added to this game that were not in the original game. And there's a whole bunch of new bosses and stuff to give you those abilities. So it's pretty cool. And the charge beam's really good at this point in the game just because it acts like a mini screw attack. So we can kind of just hold it for taking stuff out when we need to. And we can keep moving through Brinstar to that next objective. I don't really know how I feel about the whole Chozo statues pointing you to the next location thing, but it's not like that big a deal really to where it like ruins the game or anything. But and you can mostly ignore it because I think outside of the first like 2 Chozo statues, you don't really have to sit in any of them. But they're free heals, man. I forgot this thing was right here. Uh-oh. 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 This is not good. Because they do 5 damage a hit, and they're really, really hard to hit. Okay, there we go. Alright. We'll just unload all of our missiles. Missiles are the fastest way to kill those things. I think once they're dead, they stay dead. I don't remember. Alright. Being low on health this early on in the game is not a good look. I think we get the first, energy tank very soon, though. There's a total of 12 energy tanks you can get in this game, which doubles what it was in the NES version. Although I guess there was 7 that you could find. There is a missile right here. I will pick up a lot of the items in this game along the way. I won't go back for the endgame ones, because really the reason this game sucks to 100% is because there's a whole lot of backtracking you have to do right at the very end. You get the final item 2 feet before the final boss, and then you have to go back all across the map and use that item to get a few things. And the fact that they want you to do 100% in under 2 hours for the best ending is crazy. But here's the map room. These are going to be found in each area. And of course, it's going to fill in the parts of the map we haven't found, other than some hidden rooms that you have to break some secret blocks open for. But, you know, we'll get to some of those, maybe. Wait on these guys to get out of my way. And there is another save room. I guess I'll use this one. I don't want to save too often, because if there's like a chunk of the recording that messes up, then, you know, I can go back. But at the same time, if you die, you get sent back to your last save point, and it would kind of suck if that got messed up, which is probably why I'll just make a save state between my sections. That's what I like doing for these NSO games or virtual console games, just because it's, you know, it's something hard that I can fully reload if need be. But we got the bombs. Already another upgrade. Yeah, this is not a very long game. This is actually, in my opinion, this is the best Metroid game to play first, because it does have those guidance points. It has a lot of fun sequence breaks that you can learn how to do. And it's also just, it's short. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's probably the shortest Metroid game. You could probably beat Fusion a bit faster, but I think that this game is much easier than Fusion as well. So I think this is a much better starting place than Fusion would be. And Fusion's also just very different compared to a lot of the other Metroid games. But yeah, we can go ahead and use the Morph Ball to destroy those guys, or the bombs. And if you wanted to, you could use the bombs to get up here, but I'm not very good at it. I'm fine with bomb bouncing. My problem is getting past the enemies up there that get in the way of it. Uh-oh. These guys die in one hit. I can just aim up. That's the weird thing about this game that I can never get used to, is you only use L to angle, and then you have to hit down on the D-pad to change, whereas in Super Metroid you could use L and R, but they kind of changed the controls a bit in this game, which is for the better. There's fewer buttons on a Game Boy Advance than there is on a Super Nintendo controller. So I get why they did it. Oh, right. Okay, so in the original game, this was the Ice Beam. But in this version, I think this is just a Chozo statue that tells you where to go next. And this might be one... No, yeah, okay. It's going down to Norfair. Okay, that is one of our next major objectives that we'll go towards. But there's another item that we'll pick up before we go that way. The beginning of this game is like super ingrained in my head because I've played the beginning probably 12 times. I've only finished this game 3 times? 4? 3 or 4? I do really like this game. I first played this game back in 2021 after Metroid Dread was announced. I picked it up on the Wii U Virtual Console to get into Metroid, and I really enjoyed playing through it. And I just didn't play any more Metroid after that for a little while. Which tile is it? There it is. Because we're gonna do this, and then jump over here, and then... Oh, dang it. Because this comes back. This is a little easier to pick up once you get a certain other item. But I've always gotten this missile tank now, because it really isn't that hard to get, even without it. We can just make our way back up here. And yeah, then I didn't play any more Metroid until Prime Remastered came out, and I picked that up and really enjoyed that. And then after I finally had played all the other Metroid games, I came back and replayed this one later in 2025 and did a 100% run, and then I played it on hard mode, which hard mode takes this from being the easiest Metroid game to one of the harder ones. It is no joke. Because hard mode doubles enemy health, and all the items you pick up only give you half their amount, and it rounds down on that number too. So missile expansions are only 2 instead of 5, and energy tanks only give you 50 extra energy. So really you're basically taking 4 times more damage because you have half the health increases with the enemies doing double damage. And it's absolutely ridiculous for some of the boss fights. And then if you 100% the game, it makes the final boss way harder, and that stacks on top of everything in hard mode. But yeah, welcome to Norfair. I think Norfair's theme in this game is one of my favorite songs in Metroid. I absolutely love the music here. I don't know why. It's just such a satisfying song to listen to. I love this place. And Norfair, I think, is probably my favorite area in this game. I don't know. You're not here for too long for your first trip, though. Because we're going to come up to Criteria, which was not in the original game at all, but They did a lot in this game to kind of tie it in with Super Metroid a bit more. So you can come up here to Criteria, where you do start in Super Metroid, which, you know, that's where we also landed the ship as well. We'll go ahead and do that to that guy so that we can get this missile tank that's kind of hidden down here. Pick up those missiles before they're gone. And this block's always kind of annoying because you can't jump high enough to land up there. You have to wait for that block to regenerate. And for some reason, this part kind of threw me off a little bit. All you gotta do is go up here, but I didn't realize that like the first time I played this. Then yeah, we want to come up to the Chozo ruins, which the Chozo ruins were not in Super Metroid, obviously, but they do a lot in this game. Granted, we really don't spend that much time here until the very end, because for now, we're going to get the first unknown item of 3 in the game, and it shows up on our beam. It's incompatible with the current suit. But you might know what these items are, as they are not... They're new to this game, but they're not new to Metroid, so... We can... Another missile tank. So many missile tanks. Like any other Metroid game, though, there's a lot of missile tanks all over the place. I think you can have 255 missiles in this game. And there's nothing we can really do over this way for now. You could try to wall jump up here, I guess, but I don't think there's really anything you can do on the opposite side of that, to where there's not really any point. And the wall jump in this game, I think this game has the hardest wall jump because it works a lot like the one in Super, but like I've said, you fall like a rock in this game. Okay, yeah, you do go up here. Where is it? There it is. So it makes wall jumping a little bit more challenging. Then we got a new item, the power grip. I don't know why they had to make this an upgrade. I think in Fusion you can just do it by default, but yeah, now we can hang off ledges, which is pretty neat. And they're gonna make you use this a lot. But you can also just bomb jump. Oh man, I'm not as used to the timing on here. The input delay is a bit different than what I'm used to. Man, had to get a sneeze out. Not like you guys will know that though, unless I said it, because I'll probably just edit it out of the video. Ha ha ha. No, well, oh, again, come on. I was hoping to hit that earlier, but it's fine. Yeah, I think if you play your cards right, you can get some of the items up here pretty early, because this is where Samus's ship is at, and this is where you would go in Super Metroid. I might as well take the free heal and save here. I think this... Oh, no, it's not a save. Okay. Oh, it is. Never mind. Man, wrong about everything. And then we can march our way back into Norfair, now that we have the power grip. One of the most important upgrades to have at this point, although I do believe it's optional. You can pretty much get around anything involving the power grip with bomb jumps. But now I will go down here. Like, this is something we could have gotten into with a couple pretty easy bomb jumps. Just didn't want to do it, because I don't like falling in the lava down here. And I can hold L. I need to remember I can do that, because I always forget for some reason. But to no surprise whatsoever, it's another missile tank. And then we'll get the one that's in the room right above me right now that we have the power grip. And then we can do some other fun stuff here in Norfair, which I'm actually going to do a bit of sequence breaking here in Norfair. I think it's just outright better to do this, because kind of like how in Super Metroid, you're supposed to go into Norfair for like 2 seconds and get the high jump boots and then go back out to fight Kraid. And when I played through that, I just skipped to Kraid. I'm going to do something very similar in this game. Ironically, also with the high jump boots, so. Alright, let's ignore that guy. Did I go past it? No, I already got it. Okay. Man, my brain's just dying. Okay, let's go over here. And this is probably an area where I'm going to want to do a couple saves, because I think this is a spot where I usually end up dying. Ironically, it's, you know, it's kind of hard to die once you get a little further into the game and you have a bit more health. And then the final chunk of the game is somewhat easy to die in, I guess, but we'll be fine for quite a while once we just have like 2 more energy tanks. And then I'll get that item the intended way on our way back out. Because right now we're going to get another beam upgrade. I love the bubble rooms. I love how they changed the bubbles to look in this version too. Yeah, this is the path I want to go down. There's a couple of rooms in Norfair that are a little too hot for us right now, to no surprise probably. Uh-oh. Other than the actual lava itself being too hot, that's also a problem. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Samus, grab it. Thank you. Yeah, this is a tough room to do without the power grip, though. I don't think I could do it personally. As you can see, we're locked behind a super missile door now. So if you get super missiles before the ice beam, I guess you could do this. Because is the ice beam? Yeah, I think the ice beam is mandatory. Definitely is. Never mind. But now that we have the ice beam, we can freeze some stuff. Very fun. Whoops. And this is the real fun-looking bubble rooms. Because, you know, these are the ones that kind of look like eyeballs in the original NES game. If you've played it, at least. Which I would imagine most people that play this game probably have not played the original. And I can't say I blame you. I would probably just tell you to play this over the original. Or I definitely would. Then we'll hop on into this Chozo statue. I believe this is going to tell us to go to Kraid. Which is kind of funny. For Kraid and Ridley's hideouts, they didn't give them, like, area names. They just called it Kraid. I don't know why they did that. It's pretty weird, but they did. So, if I say Kraid or Ridley, I might be talking about the boss, and I might be talking about the area itself. But you might not know that. And this is not where the fun begins yet. Okay, I want to hit you. Of course that damages me. Alright. Will I make it over to this guy? No. And will I get over there in time? Yes. Okay. And then for this, I want to freeze this guy over here so that we can get this missile tank. If you see the little white circles on the map, that means there's an item in that room. Oh dang, that guy gets frozen immediately. So in here is where I'm going to do the sequence break. But I have to be careful about the floor in here. Okay, I think I got it. Oh, it's a missile. Alright, I better hurry then. Oh, wow, that was close. Okay, so in this room is how you can sequence break to get the high jump boots earlier. And it's kind of tough to figure this out. You definitely wouldn't know on a first playthrough. Alright, come on. Up you go, Samus. Do some wall jumps. Oh my god, I can't get that last one. There we go. And then once you fall all the way down, you can do it. And this actually also allows you to skip straight to Ridley's lair if you want to. Because we are essentially all the way at the bottom of Norfair. And Ridley's lair is going to be just over this way. And there's a save room here if you want to use it. But I'm not going to go into Ridley's lair yet because you do want to have the Various suit. And I, of course, do not have that right now. So we will grab the missile tank and get in here. Yeah, normally you would have to wait till you have... Okay, that's also for later. Until you've gotten the speed booster to get in here, which you get the speed booster from Kraid. So we'll have that in probably about 20 minutes or so. I don't know. I don't know how long it'll take me to get through Kraid. It's not a super big area. And then once you do get down here, it'll tell you to go and get the Various suit. Which I am going to pick up the Various suit before I go to Kraid, I guess. So if I wanted to, I could come back down here and fight Ridley. I'm just hoping I'm doing this right. I actually don't remember what level the high jump boots are on. I think they're up here, though. Okay, does this send me too high up, or does it send me where I want to go? It sends me way too high up. Okay, I don't want to use this too often, but just this one time, I'm going to use the rewind. Because I didn't know on that one. I couldn't remember. Okay, so this is where I want to go, I think. Is we want to, like, jump into here. And then we can jump on up to get the high jump boots. It's situations like that where the rewind can be such a lifesaver. And now that I already have a bunch of missiles, I'll spam them on these guys. Don't be afraid to use your missiles in this game. You have so many, and things will die really quickly to the missiles, so... There we go. There is the high jump. Increases max jump height, adds morph ball jumping capability. I forgot about that part. And then that is going to be a hot area beyond this. That is where we'll need to go when we come back to Norfair. After defeating Kraid, or at least after having the Various suit. But as you can see, we're jumping a lot. And I actually have to go back down to get to... Oh my gosh, come on. To get back up, because now we need to use the cannon blaster thing. So we'll run through here again. Yeah, that's probably, like, I can never remember my way through it. I don't know why. I guess it's because this is usually the point where those run-throughs at the start kind of stop. And yeah, we're gonna go this way. All right. Because now I can very easily get up here, which there's nothing up here, but what I can really get to is this missile, which I could have gotten to anyway with some bomb jumps, but I wanted to show the intended way with the ice beam, and we have to come back through here anyways, so might as well. Oh man, guess I wasn't in the middle of a jump to kill him with, like that. No health? No health. All right. Well, that wraps up our little journey into Norfair, and now we can make our way over to Kraid's hideout. Or no, we're gonna get the Varia suit. I forgot. I always forget about the Varia suit sometimes. Varia, I don't know. I've talked about that before, though. Let's get out of here. Out of the awesome vibes of Norfair. Although, Kraid's lair is also really, really good. I mean, the whole game is just so good. Up until the last section, in my opinion. Even the last section, though, isn't, like, that bad. It's fine. It's not amazing, but it's alright. We'll run back through Brinstar. And there's two ways to go about this. So I could go about it by going back over to the right side. Well, I guess since I have the ice beam, it might be better to go that way. I'm gonna do that way. I might be wrong about this, but I think it'll be all right. I'm pretty sure that high jump and ice beam is all you need, because when I usually play this game, I'll go at it from the left side, but I know you can do the right side, so I don't know. we're gonna mess with it. Why not? We got time. What's the rush, right? This may be a pretty short game and one where they do incentivize speedrunning, but it doesn't mean I have to speedrun everything in the game. Because I don't know why. Like, this game wants you to beat it in a shorter amount of time than Super for, like, the best ending or whatever. But I find this game to take longer than Super to 100%. At least for me, it does. And these are the guys that you could bomb bounce past if you're really good with the bomb jumping. But since I am not, we're doing it this way instead. So we'll... Oh my gosh. And even then, I'm not even good at this route, I guess, so... Will that make it? Oh, it did. Alright. So now I need to wall jump up there. Okay. We are in business to go get the Variasuit. And we'll just run past these guys. Especially because it's easier to come in from this side so that you can get this Chozo statue if you want to leave out the right side, which you might have to, now I think about it. I can't remember. Because that will point us towards the bottom of Norfair to go to Kraid, or Ridley. Since you're supposed to do all this after fighting Kraid. But we can just shoot this, send that up, and head over to get a missile tank. I want to go one more... Yeah, it's just past this save room is where the Variasuit is. Because it is in this thing. You can kind of see the enemies, you know, floating around up here. And you need the high jump. Alright, so this tile is invisible. Alright, that's where it is. Alright. This is our last tile we can stand on. We can just do this. So yeah, you would still have to bomb jump all of this stuff. And then you would have to bomb jump over here coming up because you wouldn't have the power grip. So having both the power grip and the high jump before getting the Variasuit is not necessary, but incredibly helpful. Because we still take damage to this stuff. We won't for long, though. Oh, yes! I actually nailed that. That morph ball jump. Okay, and then we can do this. And then you can kind of get these bugs on you and then take them over to these things to destroy them, which is a very neat mechanic. You don't use it too much, really only for this, but it is cool nonetheless. And we have our Variasuit now. Decreases damage taken from enemies, prevents damage from acid and heat. And now that we have this, we can get our second energy tank. I feel like I have already missed an energy tank, but that's fine. I really don't need that many energy tanks to beat this game. Like I said, it's not very difficult. I could definitely do it with 6 energy tanks. Considering I've played this game on hard, the main choke point where you really need the energy tanks is Mother Brain, probably. Otherwise, I only really need like 3 of them. So, one day I do kind of want to attempt the low % hard mode run, but the problem with it is that Tourian is just so awful in that run that I just don't know if I really want to go for it. I'll talk about it once we get to Tourian here in a little while, which will probably be like an hour or something. Can you break this apart? Yeah, this is the main reason I don't think you can go to the left side. Because we don't have any way to get the bugs over here. Unless they're... Actually, hold on. Let's bomb some stuff around here. I really want to go to the left. Because there is some items. Alright, yeah. We'll go back right. Because I might as well pick up a few more items while we're on our way over. Excuse me, sir. Need to get through here. Yeah, because since we went this way the first time, we don't have to go underneath to get to the Chozo statue. Then we can just loop back through Brinstar. Like I said, there probably is a way to go left that I just forgot about or don't know about in general, but it's not too big of a deal. We can keep running. At least we get to enjoy the triumphant Brinstar music for a few more minutes, because there's really not going to be anything to do in Brinstar other than walk from Kraid to Norfair, and then Norfair back to Tourian, because there's no fast travel in the game, so we will have to backtrack through mostly just Brinstar a couple times before we reach the end of the game. And then if you really wanted to, you could do the big item collection at the end of the game. But I hope you like Shine Sparks if you want to do that, because I don't know, I've never 100%ed Fusion, so I don't know how hard those Shine Sparks really get. But I do know that in this game, it has the hardest Shine Sparks that I've had to do so far in the series, personally. And this is where I wanted to get up to, and why I wanted to exit that one thing from the left side, so that I could go down here and get a couple extra item pickups, because we can get that one, and then on our way down here, there's an extra secret room. Should just be down here, I think. Yeah. So we don't even need to freeze this guy because we have high jump already. We can pick up a couple extra things. Die, everyone, die! Ooh. Love how the beams look in this game too. I think they look really satisfying. I think it's nice how they look a little bit different in every Metroid game. Gives each one their own charm. And there is a super missile, which we are going to actually pick that one up after defeating Kraid. So let's actually go say hello to him. But on my way, I might as well pick up this energy tank, which I think I messed this up. Does this guy respawn just by going over here? He does not. Oh, this isn't gonna go away. Okay, so I can easily bomb jump up here then and grab that one. I thought the block would respawn, but since it doesn't, that makes my life a whole lot easier. And Kraid is going to be just down here. Yeah, did not mess with this before, mainly because I didn't have bombs, but let's pop on into Kraid's lair. Best music in the game. So intimidating. It's great. And before I save, I'm gonna go over here and pick up another missile tank. Very hidden one, but I might as well get this one. It's right here. Yeah, best song in the original game, and still possibly the best one in this version too. Alright, here we go. The rest of Kraid's lair. This is actually a different segment from what it's been up till this point, but that is alright. Ain't no way I'm playing through most games in one sitting, especially if I'm talking the whole time. That's just kind of how it is. I could probably play through this whole game in one sitting though if I wasn't talking while playing it. I did play Super Metroid in one sitting once because my save battery in my cartridge wasn't working. I don't know, it's not dead. It'll work for a little while, or a save might be there for a month or two, and then it just stops. It's very, very strange. And I'll like put the cartridge in, it'll be gone, but even then, it's pretty hard for me to play a whole game in one sitting, almost, no matter how long it is. Because the length almost doesn't matter, it's just the sense of amount of progress I do, and even in a shorter game, you know, it feels like you just do so much. I don't think there's a reason for me to go off or up that shorter shaft there. we'll just climb up here. We need to get all the way up top. So this part in the original NES game is completely useless other than maybe a missile upgrade. It might not even have that, honestly. But up here it is very important for progression. You actually have to do this to get through Kraid's lair, I do believe, but I am trying to remember, do I want to go down here first? No, I want to go up here. So if you take your morph ball launcher, these things are so fun. I don't know why I like these things so much. Morph ball launchers are very cool. We can hop on in here, which, I mean, this isn't much of a secret. You can kind of clearly see it, I feel like. And that will open up this. Now that we've hit this, we've powered on the rails and we get another energy tank, which is always lovely. And there's a save room because we're about to fight a boss. This is the second boss of the game, I guess. The worm, and then, I mean, really, it's another worm, kind of. This one's pretty simple though. Once you see him move his mouth a little bit, he's gonna come up and then you jump over, then fire some missiles into him. And is he going to? No? Alright. Is this it? There it is. And then once the acid comes up, you just sit here. Although since I have the Varia suit, I don't even have to worry about the acid. It's not a threat to me at all, so get wrecked, loser. Very easy boss though. Like, this isn't any sort of challenge. I do think the bosses should have had a bit more health. I guess this one's health bar is fine, but there's a bit of extra stuff down here. I do believe that this is a missile pack. Yes. So we'll oh, come on. It's weird how these guys can go over the missile like it's a solid block, but might as well pick it up. One thing that I find very interesting playing this game on the Switch and just, you know, Switch Online, and I kind of noticed this when I was watching back some of the footage of the first segment of this run, is that the colors of this are honestly kind of accurate to how this game looks on a Game Boy Advance, at least the GBA SP. So when I first played this, I played it on the Wii Virtual Console, and then I played it on the 3DS. And on the 3DS, the contrast looks very nice. I think the 3DS is probably my favorite way to play Game Boy Advance games. I just think they look really good on that screen. But it's not how it really looks on a GBA. On my GBA SP, which I think I have the 001 model, it doesn't have the sticker on it, and it never really has since I've had it, I don't think. But I'm pretty sure it's a 001 model, because I don't think the screen's nearly nice enough to be IPS. So the colors on Switch Online, the point I'm trying to get at here, is that they actually look surprisingly similar to how it looks on the GBA, which I guess is kind of a good thing, even if I personally like how the 3DS looks a bit more. I'm trying to remember how this part goes. So there's a bunch of extra expansions in Kraid's lair that are completely optional. Like, I don't even think you have to go this way at all to get through the area, but I want to go up here anyways because I don't really remember what's up here. Might as well explore a little bit. And then we got these guys, which can be kind of scary if you're playing hard mode, but since we have a bunch of missiles, we can just unload into them and call it a day. Okay, yeah, this just gets you an extra missile pack, which we'll gladly take, but now I can go down here, because this is where you need to go. Drop all the way down, and I'm pretty sure that you can go under here. I don't know, there's a room somewhere within Kraid's lair that has some secrets that you need to come back for later. Ah, this is what I was thinking of. And then what's this room? Can I do anything in here? Okay, this is one of the puzzles. So there's a few little puzzles involving the various things in here, like the launchers. And this is one of them. It's pretty simple though. You just bomb all of the... Oh, well, this gets you up to the thing. And then we need to actually get rid of these. Because you can use the morph ball on the ride thing, which I guess I did on the previous one there. So we can get up here to get the missile pack. That's something that's interesting about this game compared to Super Metroid, and I guess Fusion kind of does it a lot too, is there's a lot more puzzles that you have to do to get the items than there was in a game like Super Metroid. And in my opinion, there's nothing really wrong with either approach, but I do have to admit that sometimes the puzzles can be a little bit annoying in my opinion. Yeah, I want to go back this way actually. Hopefully I can still go down here. Yeah, I think since I broke that missile block, we can go through here as we please, but we'll end up back here later. So I will run back this way. But they only really get annoying later on. I think right now they're fine, but once we get to like Ridley's lair, there's a couple of really annoying ones, and then with the shine sparks near the end, oh my gosh. Those ones can be such a pain. And we'll keep going through here to get the next unknown item, which is actually, it's more like up here, so that we can get to it. And you might recognize this symbol or this item if you've played Super Metroid, but it's another thing that we won't be able to use yet because it's incompatible with the current suit. Might as well go on ahead and heal up, because look at that, 110 missiles already. That is crazy. So many. I could just stay in the morph ball. It's not like I had to get out of it. But now we can break these blocks and actually get to Kraid, because I don't think you can get to Kraid without it. You can open that up if you need it. Is there anything fun in this room? I don't remember. Probably not. Other than all of these guys. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Just went through like 13 missiles trying to kill them all. This is probably the last save room before Kraid. Kraid's not too much of a threat, although I have to admit, the first time I played this game, I actually thought Kraid was really hard. He doesn't have that much health, but I would still say, even now, that the Kraid fight in this game is harder than the one in Super Metroid. I think it is, at least. I don't think it's as hard as the one in Metroid Dread, but I do think it's harder than Super's at the very least. I think Super's is a complete joke, though. Like, there's nothing hard about the Kraid fight in Super Metroid to me. Okay, yeah, this is all not needed. I might be alone in that, but it is how I feel. Mainly because in this game, you'll see that there's eventually not going to be any ground to stand on while we're fighting Kraid, which makes things a little more difficult. I feel like I missed a couple of, not like vitally important rooms, but rooms I would have liked to do nonetheless. Okay, good. He gave me a nipple. Here we go, it's Kraid time. The first of the two big bads. I like the little extra cutscenes they give to the bosses in this game. But yeah, I mean, it's mostly the same as the Kraid fight in Super, if I could ever hit him. In fact, it's easier if I just do this. Oh, never mind, all right. So yeah, as you can see, he likes to launch stuff out very quickly. I'm not hitting most of these missiles, I don't think. Alright, yeah. Once you hear him screeching and, you know, flashing white, then you're doing pretty good. Alright, we got him low. When's he gonna destroy the platform? Or does he not actually destroy it? Oh no, he just gets close enough to Oh, nope, there it is. All right. Yeah, eventually you have to just stand on his hands until they disappear, but there we go. He's dead. Yeah, see, he still doesn't really have, like, that much health, so it's not like it's super hard. Now we just gotta go find and defeat Ridley. I want to get all the loot and stuff that'll drop. Come on, yeah, give me all those missiles and health back. And now we can finally acquire the speed booster. Yeah, because I don't think I found the map room here yet, have I? I think I'm getting the layout a bit confused with Ridley's lair. Get the full heal. Yeah, it might be down on that one. No, because that's the acid area. I don't know. But let's go on ahead and do some shine sparking. Now that we have the speed booster, we're going to keep firing, and then once you're in this room, you want to... Oh, wait, I think I did this wrong. Oh, shoot. So, what I want to do is I think I do it on the left tile there. So, the room on the right there is a big climb out of Kraid's lair in Metroid 1. I didn't even do that in my playthrough of the game because I cheated, essentially, and I just used the, like, quit out. But in the original game, man, I did kind of mess it up. You would basically have to do a whole bunch of firing upwards like this. But if you use the shine spark correctly, which I did not, then you don't have to do this in this version of the game. But it's not like it takes nearly as long because we do still have other advanced movement techniques. Oh man, I'm really bad at using the shine sparks. I'm not gonna lie, they are not my strong suit. If you are good with them, then you can really use them to your advantage in this game. But, whatever, I'll just go over here. I want to get the missile that's over here. So I will probably be messing up shine sparks quite a bit as we play. But that's okay. Alright, get out of here. I think there's still another energy tank that we can pick up before we leave here. Is this the map room? Okay, no, this is just a save room. I don't care about the save room. I'm not worried about it. Here's what we'll do. We're gonna get up here, and we're gonna fire missiles to take out all these guys. That way they don't get in my way. And there we go. Got past that just fine, and we're basically back at the main shaft here. Which... we are going to wait on this guy a little. Okay, whatever. There we go. Come on, under. Thank you, Samus. You are the best sometimes. Okay, this is another puzzly room. So for this one, that's right. What we want to do is hit this, and then we need to, like, jump into the thing and then drop down. That's a neat little puzzle. I kind of like that one. Is there anything over here? Nah, that's just where you can come from below. Yes. So I guess you could go down to the bottom and then work over to it, but let's go on ahead and leave. I don't think there's anything else. There's probably another missile pack, but it's fine if we don't get it. I do want to get this, though, because this is where the energy tank is at. Ah, man. I thought I had to jump way earlier than I did. All right. Yeah, than I was supposed to. That's what I'm trying to say. And, oh my god, please let me get out of here. It's not like the health matters, since we're about to get that back anyways, but... just go ahead and do a big speed booster over there. Pick up the energy tank. It's always helpful to get more energy tanks, so... do I want to try to do the hardest energy tank in the game in this playthrough? I might give it a few shots. But we just talked about that I'm not very good with shine sparks, so I don't think it'll go that well. But here we go! Done with Kraid. Now we can go and take on Norfair in its entirety with the speed booster. So let's hop on out. Back to Brinstar. Oh, we get another cutscene. Uh-oh. Ridley's on his way. Very ominous. And is it over here? No, because it's over here. So there is a secret morph ball launcher down here that you can use. And I want to, yeah, hold to the right, and you can get an extra missile tank right there. And now we're also going to pick up super missiles with a very fun Shine Spark puzzle. I have to remember how to do it, though. So let's go up. Up. Oh my god. Grab that. Doesn't look like you should be able to, but you can, I guess. Take advantage. I don't take advantage of the high jump boots as much as I need to. And if you play your speed booster cards correctly, you don't even have to come back up here, probably, but I do. So down we go. So the super missile is going to be right here, and the way we need to go about doing it is we need the speed booster there. We're gonna do that, and then you can hold the charge. Oh no, I did this wrong. Okay, so I need to do the charge from right here. So we're going to do that, and then we're gonna morph ball. Oh gosh, I gotta have the door open. I think the door stays open as long as you shoot it once. So what we'll do is run. Oh, is that not enough distance? Oh crap. I have to do it this way. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. See what I mean? Like, these are not easy to do at all. Alright, so hold it. Run back through. Shoot up. Go through. Hold it. Oh my gosh, I lost it. Okay. Well, there's the first missile tank. I think if you just let it go, you're fine. Or is it that one? I think you have to actually get it up there. So we're gonna have to probably do that. Like I said, this is a pain in the butt. It's so annoying to do these shine sparks. Oh my gosh, come on. Oh boy, alright. Come on, Samus. You don't even have to do this one, really, but it's just one that I like to do. Oh, that's not even the right spot. How do you do it, then? Huh. Okay. We've established it's better for me to go this way. Maybe I do just let myself launch all the way through. I definitely held down there. That's so cringe. Okay. So it's like the moment you get through the door, you've got the charge, essentially. And then we'll launch across and just see if we get it. Oh, what? Oh, no. Okay. I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna cheat. I don't care. I'll cheat for this one. So what we'll do is we go through, and then once we're here, we stop and go back. Oh, what? Okay, there we go. I don't know why that didn't work that well. But that's how you get the super missile. It's so weird how they're just like, yeah, just do all that, and then you can go back through here. In fact, you might not actually have to break through it to even do this once, so I guess we could have used that shortcut before, but oh well. We got the super missile tank. And now I have them for some bosses earlier than you're supposed to have it, which is nice because it means I can open a few extra doors in Norfair, I believe. Because really you're not supposed to have the super missiles until you reach the bottom of Norfair. But if I have them a little early, you know, it's pretty cool. Okay, come on, Samus, let's get going. We're in Norfair. This place is serious business. There's a lot of things that can kill you here. We gotta defeat all these enemies. Yeah, you can do it here. So this is another spot you can do the speed booster, I believe. So what we'll do is just start running. Even through the save room you can do it. It doesn't look like you'd be able to, but you can, and then that is not the direction I went. I hate using the rewind, but for Shine Sparks, I really don't feel that bad about it. I'm gonna be honest. Because they're just such a pain in the butt sometimes. So this room is not too much to worry about. It is a spot where you need to use the speed booster. Oh, I can do this room. Okay. So if we hit select, we can swap over to the super missiles. And then you just use them like a regular missile, which is cool. And I don't remember what's in this room at all. I forgot it was here. So we're gonna have a fun time with it. Stupid seahorses. You aren't nearly as threatening in Zero Mission as you are in NES Metroid. Okay, okay. The lava is still scary though. I'd rather not be baking alive in the lava. Alright, which tile is it? There it is. I saw the thing. I knew it was around here somewhere. Oh gosh, this is one of those scary ones. So what I think we need to do is shoot this and then run over. Ah, man. Yeah. I had the right train of thought though. You can probably use a bomb jump too, but another super missile tank. So it was kind of worth coming over here if it meant a super missile. I'll be honest. I think that's pretty worth it. And if we go back in here... Oh my gosh, are you serious? I'm rewinding. I'm rewinding that. I'm holding to the right. There we go. I don't know why it doesn't want to work sometimes, but oh well. And now we need to use the speed booster again. We'll start running this way. Crash through the floor and end up where we got the high jump boots. And now we can actually progress through this part of the game because we have the various suits, so we can go under here and into the hot areas. And you know what? I'm gonna heal and replenish before we continue forward. That seems like a good spot to do it. As good a spot as any. We'll pop up. Come on, Samus. Okay, come on. This is just getting ridiculous. It's easier to go that way, I guess. I want to be extremely careful going through these rooms because there is one room that I need to watch out for. I don't know which room it is. That's kind of the problem. I don't remember. But okay, I don't even need to build up the speed booster here. I don't think. Does this break? No. Alright. I can just do it this way. If I can remember the button timing. Ah, whatever. We'll just use the speed booster. Because that's one where you can't really wall jump it. Because of course, like once you have the speed booster in this game, you are constantly using it. Okay, I jumped a little too early. That was on me. I'm not very good at this game once we start getting to the speed booster stuff. At all. It's just a struggle from here on out. I don't want to use the super missiles too much yet. I'll use them a decent bit later on once we have more of them. But I want to say the max is like 14 super missiles. It's not nearly as many as it is in Super Metroid. But the super missiles still annihilate practically anything that you use them on. So, I don't know. Okay, that's a bombable floor. But I don't want to go down there because I want to stay at about this level. I know it's on this level where you can get the screw attack. We'll get up here. Okay, I guess you can kind of do it this way if you just open the more fall fast enough. Is it up here? Maybe it is? Right, it is this level. Yeah, it has to be. Okay, I think it's back in this room then. What it might be is I might need to use the speed booster up ahead. So we'll come back because we know that we can break that one section. Let's use the map, see if it shows up on it. Okay, it's not gonna show up on the map. But I know it's in here somewhere. Because I forgot about it when I was playing on the Gameboy Advance. And it definitely cost me greatly. That's for sure. Okay. So I think... Alright, so we could break it open here. There it is. Okay. I knew it was somewhere around here. That's it. Okay. I remembered something. Yay! Let's... Oh my gosh, come on. This is such a good upgrade to have, too. The screw attack is so strong in this game. But it also highlights a problem that I do have with Zero Mission, and it's that you can't unequip items. And if there's something that I'd want to unequip sometimes, it is definitely the screw attack. As there is a few situations where you accidentally use it and you really didn't want to. But I mean, come on, it is the screw attack still. But having the screw attack without the space jump just feels wrong. Even if it is in the original Metroid, it just... There's something that don't feel right about it. Now we can break open these blocks, and I want to go down here. Okay, yeah, this is a completely optional path. I don't remember what's down here. It's probably another super missile upgrade, though. So it's going to be worth it, I think. If it's behind a super missile door, there's a decent chance it's just more super missiles. But why would I not want more super missiles? They're super missiles, after all. Oh no, do I need to... Oh no, it's just a shortcut? No, there's an item at the end of this. There's gotta be. You'd think I thought you've 100% of this game before, but it's been a little while. Oh, I do remember this room. Oh, I don't remember what this is, but I do remember this room, now that I'm here. Yeah, Norfair's a lot. I'm gonna be honest. It's definitely one of the more complex areas of the game. Oh, yeah. What is it? It's like... This has 2 items in it. So you need to get one of these guys, and this is what I mean by the screw attack can kind of actually mess you up. This is one of those spots where the screw attack is not the most helpful item. Okay, come on. So we'll get this guy, and then we need to freeze it. And then see, I screw attacked it when I really don't want to. Alright, now I'm gonna kill this one too. What I probably need to do is freeze it a bit more like this. I think it was a little too far by the time I froze it, but... That thing's gotta despawn now. That was good. Okay. And the worst part is I'm pretty sure... Yeah, there's a second item. So it's like... I'm not even gonna go for that one. That's something you should come back for later on. With, spoiler, the space jump. That will make your life so much easier to get that. Sometimes backtracking at the very end is definitely the way to go. But I'm not going to in this playthrough, so I'm probably not going to get that item at all. Alright, am I going to be rewinding? No! Thank you, game, for actually doing what I want with a Shine Spark for once. Alright, now that detour is out of the way, we can actually continue along the main pathway. Which is down here. Very sneaky. But that's what we gotta do. Get rid of this guy. Or not. That's another one that that might just be fake, and you can go in there as you wish, but I don't know. I'm not really willing to find out. Beautiful. Yeah, even though Norfair can be a little much sometimes, like I said, it's probably still my favorite area in the game. I just think it's so fun. Alright, here we go. We're starting to get to the good stuff. Just going ahead and spam missiles down this hallway. Like I said, we got like 150 missiles or something by this point in the game. We're chilling in terms of the missile count. Alright, what's down here? There's clearly something down here, so I want to see it. Oh, this is actually a huge upgrade. The moment I walked in this room, I know it's down this. Huge upgrade. It is none other than the wave beam, so we can finally shoot through walls. This beam, which is made of energy waves, can pass through solid objects, and I should heal again. Healing is important in this place. Thank you, game. Now I don't even need to use missiles to kill this guy. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Get wrecked, loser. So much safer. Yeah, I think the wave beam can be completely missed. So I am very glad that I did come down here. I don't even think that shows on the map either. So 2 very important upgrades here in Norfair. I'm not worried about saving. This should be... Oh, it's not the room I thought it was. Alright. Well, probably gonna need the speed booster in here or something. Oh, this is the room I was thinking of. Okay. This is gonna be how we can open up our pathway. So we need to, like, hit those guys on the bottom. That's what that part's meant to show you. But figuring this part out is a little bit harder. But all you need to do is blow this guy up with some bombs, and then he'll die eventually. And then we need to shoot him backwards. Get back, sir. And missiles work a little bit better. But only a couple bombs will kill him. And there's the energy tank. I actually didn't think it was going to be the first block that I shot at, though. But there we go. We'll probably pick up 1 or 2 more energy tanks before we fight Ridley. Well, I definitely know we'll pick up 1 because it's pretty much guaranteed. But, now that we've taken that out, we can go and fight two. I guess this is two bosses, really? I don't know. One or two, depending on who you ask. But we'll go ahead and drop in here. This is kind of meant to be the spore spawn of this game, I guess. That's the way I've kind of always seen it. I think if you do this right, you can like shoot the first bit from down here. Yeah, might as well just shoot all of it from down here. But you're very much supposed to like come up here and then shoot it. I've never been great at this fight. It's not like it's a hard one. It just can be kind of tedious. And using super missiles would probably help, but I'm not going to. You could kind of consider this phase 1, I think, though, of the real fight. All right, that's that side fully gone now. All right. There we go. I got rid of him. Once you've destroyed both things, it falls down. And now the way towards Ridley's lair is open. Woohoo! Welcome to Ridley. Very ominous music, and this is potentially my least favorite area in the game. And not even really because of the area. It's honestly a fine area. I actually think it's pretty fun. But this just had like the most frustrating puzzle rooms up until the post game. And it was an experience, to say the least. And you can see that thing there. And if I'm correct, what we do is we have to go back out of Ridley now that we've seen that. It's very strange, but this is how you're intended to unlock the super missiles, I believe. So we'll pop back up in Norfair to where we killed the boss, and now it's not here anymore. It's just a hole. We can head on in to where it's now not here. It is hatched out because... Do I shoot this? Is that what I do? I think I destroy the eggs. You get up here and it's like, oh my god, there's a thing. And I was really hoping to kill it in one go. It's so easy though, especially with the super missiles. Like, see, it's dead. It's dead now. That's all it took. It should like fly back. Where's it at? There it is. Thank you for the super missile tank, kind sir. Greatly appreciated. We will want it for Mother Brain. So I guess that's our 5th boss and Ridley's boss number 6. I do like all the new bosses that they added. I think it was a really cool idea to add a whole bunch of new fights, but it's just really disappointing how fast they're over. I mean, even the 2 main bosses are done just like that, but still. It's really weird. I also believe Ridley is the first area of the game that you can and really the only area of the game you can 100% all the items on your first run through. So if you play the game again after beating it, it doesn't show on the screen now, but you would have an item counter for each area showing you how many items are left in that area, and it would also show you your playtime. So after your first playthrough, it's a pretty good idea to maybe start going for the 100% if you want to. I think is it 3 tiles or is it 4? Okay, it's 4. All right, so we're gonna do the jump, get the energy tank. I think falling down would be fine, but I'm gonna go all the way around. And then we're gonna do some firing into here first. Because if you don't, you will get a swarm of enemies coming out of here. See, there's still even like 4 more in here. Crazy how many enemies are in this little thing. So I remember correctly. Is it... I think it's up here, right? Maybe it's not. There's a lot of just random rooms with hidden items in Ridley. Alright, this is just a save room. I'm not going to use the save room for now. And what's over this way? I actually don't remember. Room I'm going to use a lot of missiles in, though. To kill everything. Okay, this is just where you would fall down to. So it's nothing too important. Because below us is where we're going to fight Ridley, so it's not like that's really going to matter. Nothing going to be down there. Yeah, Ridley, much like Kraid, you end up doing a big loop around at the end of the day. So it's not the most like complicated area to navigate compared to Norfair. I feel like Norfair is really just the big main maze area of the game. And okay, this is where... I swear in that top left corner there's like a whole bunch of rooms, but whatever. This is where we can encounter some of my least favorite rooms in the entire game. That's right, that's behind Ridley. So, if you come up here, this is a really good spot to build up the speed booster, which is really, really lovely and all, right? Wrong. Very, very wrong. So, if we get a shine spark going up here... Okay, I want to get over here before I use it, though. Oh my gosh, okay. I'm rewinding. Ain't no way I'm building up the shine spark again. Alright, whatever. Alright. Just remember to fire once you go through. You can come down here, and then you need to build up the speed booster again. Again. It is kind of fun using the rewind, actually, I have to admit. And this is where we get to do a big maze of things, and I hope that you're comfortable with ledge grabs and whatnot, because we need to use like 4 missiles here. We need to destroy that. And oh gosh, I gotta do it all over again. See why I don't like this room? Oh wait, okay, no, hold up. So you actually like have to do it from there. Oh, what? Okay. Okay, well, I'm gonna do it from over here then, because I think we should be able to. I think that'll destroy the block. Yeah, it did. Okay. So that destroys the block. And then you need to like grab this ledge, shoot up, and then we need to fire some missiles, and then we need to... How do you get up the ledge? Okay, that works. All right. And we need to get onto this, and... Oh my gosh. Okay, wait, nope, that worked. All right, no. Sometimes, I swear, the controls just don't work for me in this game. I hate using the rewind in this room so much, but I also don't. I don't really feel that bad about it. Okay, that works. And now that I have actually opened all of this up, that works. We can get the missile back. Okay, come on, game. Come on. Let's be friends here. I don't know how I've done this without using the rewind. I mean, I do know how. I sat here for like 30 minutes doing this one day, which is why I don't want to do it now. I'm gonna cheat with the rewind. I was, you know, coming into this, I was like, I don't think I'm gonna use rewind. I really don't need it. And I've played the game so much without save states, but man, is it really nice for these shine spark missiles. when I end up doing them. I don't think I'm going to do the other one. There's another one on the other side of this room. I think I'd rather just not. If that's how that one went, I think I'm good. But the other one's just as bad, if not actually a lot worse. It's crazy. It's just diabolical what they do with shine sparks in this game. And just the precise inputs and stuff. Because, like, I had replayed Metroid Dread at the start of this year, and playing it again, I was like, yeah, the shine sparks weren't, like, that bad to figure out, and there wasn't a lot of, like, really precise stuff. Sure, there was some, like, decently hard puzzles, but even the hardest one in the game only took me about maybe 10 minutes, 15? And I didn't really remember any of the puzzles like that, so I think I want to go up more. We're gonna do this. Yeah, this is fine. Is it right here? I think there's a missile tank in here. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I'm a little too early. Oh wait, no, I know. It's right here. Oh no, this is just another way out. Okay, whatever. Where's it at then? Isn't there a missile tank like that in this room? I swear there is. It might just be over here. Yeah, it's this one. Okay. I just had the wrong pool. Well, can probably just wall jump up. Nah, not really. All right. I'm taking way too much damage for this. It'll be fine. We're not gonna struggle with Ridley at all, so I think I can just walk in and kick his butt. In fact, I know I can. This is another fun area. This is a extra super missile, which I think this is a missile block. Oh, it's a super missile block. Okay. That kind of makes sense, considering that this is, in fact, another super missile. I didn't think you could have 10 super missiles before Ridley. That is a whole lot. And he dies to, like, 5 of these things, I think. If not, he gets pretty darn close to dying to all of my super missiles. Oh boy, this room. Okay. I think I'm gonna be able to do this one without a rewind. Yeah. There we go. Using the morph ball helps. And then we just drop down and pull up on the ledge. Oh, that is my super missiles. That is not regulars. All right. What's over here? Oh, all right. This is just some extra items. Okay. Another super missile tank. Wow. Maybe there's more super missiles in the game than I remember there being. And where is it? I know it's around here somewhere. Ah, you can just grab the ledge. Yeah, there's a lot of items over here. This is the little clump of rooms that I kind of remember. Unfortunately, however, this is another one of those rooms. Oh my god, I actually did that first try. That is insane that I pulled that off. That one usually takes me a while too. And then I can just... Okay, come on. No, Samus. Samus, come on. Work with me here. The people are watching. There we go. Okay. So I have to, like, make sure I'm grabbed onto the ledge well enough, and then, like, jump. I don't know. It's weird. Then we'll just run past these guys to get down to the save room and where Ridley is. So we're gonna get another energy tank, and yeah, I think I've missed one somewhere. I don't know where it is. 'Cause there's an energy tank in here, and this should be the oh man. Oh wow, this one's firing way faster. This should be the 9th one you can get, I think. Because I remember being able to have 9 before you get to Mother Brain. And there is the 3rd and final unknown item, and this is going to be for our suit. Incompatible with the current suit, but it says it's for the suit. What? Yeah, pretty free energy tank. That was in the original game, I do believe. Yeah, because both bosses had an energy tank in their rooms. I probably missed one in Kraid. That's probably where I miss an energy tank. Yeah, now that we've gotten that unknown item, once we try to leave... hello? There it is. That was taking way longer than I thought it would. Ridley time! And Ridley in this game is a complete joke. Stop spitting fireballs out, thank you. Alright. Just let me shoot you with super missiles. And then once you unloaded a bunch of super missiles into him, maybe I will actually be able to get a hit in. There we go. That took one more missile after I got out, which I took a lot more damage during that than I expected to. Not gonna lie, but you know, we take what we can get. It's fine. He's going to scream in pain as he dies. Although he's not dead yet. That's for Super Metroid. We can get another full heal. 190 missiles. I feel like I have most of the missiles you can get before beating the game. I want to say you can get to Mother Brain with like 220. So I'm not doing like that bad on item collection, really. If I wanted to go for 100%. Actually, no, that's where it came from to get in here, right? What? Oh no, you do have to do it this way, okay. Sir, thank you. And out we go. And from here, I do... Oh, wait, no, there's another energy tank in this room. That's where it is. That is correct. Not in this room, but in this one. Coming up. Yeah. So you can bomb down here, and then you can grab this one. So yeah, we did get all the energy tanks up to this point in the game. Cool. I'm doing pretty good for not having a map open or anything. Because, like, Metroid 1, I had a map open next to me the whole time I was playing that game. I was like, alright, yeah, we gotta do this so that we can get this game done in under an hour. But I'm not really trying to speedrun this game, so... If I can get the under 2 hours, though, that'd be pretty cool. We're probably about an hour and a half into the game right now, but on the in-game timer, that's maybe like an hour and 10 minutes, so... I don't know. I was at 28 minutes after my first session, and that was at the start of Kraid. That's what the in-game timer said, so... Now that we're done with Ridley, though, I also haven't shown, like, the full map now that we've... Oh my gosh. I don't know the buttons. There we go. Because I have them swapped around a little bit. Yeah. Oh, change area. Okay. So yeah, you can, like, you got Criteria, we got Brinstar, Kraid, Norfair, and Ridley. And yeah, we're pretty much done with Ridley, so... What's over here? I don't remember. That was a room. There's some little, like, shortcuts to other parts of the map that you can take through these little areas. Like here, we need the screw attack. Since I actually have that, I can do a slight shortcut back into Norfair. At the very least, it doesn't take very long to get out of Norfair. I don't think. Okay, maybe it does. Okay, I can't. There we go. Where is the blaster thingy at? It's up here, right? Okay, come on. Up we go. Ah, right. Yes, lots of screw attack blocks. We gotta go up a little more. And there's another missile pack I can get. I think I'm just gonna ignore it, though. I'm not that worried about it. Oh, it's over here, isn't it? Yeah. More blocks that you need the screw attack to open. Yay! Yeah, this is the exit. Okay. Cool. Die, everything. These little fire guys are funny. Lots of enemies in this game that kind of just like go around ledges. Although, I think that's a really good enemy to have in a Metroid game. They do make a lot of sense for this series. Now I can just kill these guys, thankfully. Because these blocks, I think, take the screw attack. Yeah. They do. Alright. Yeah, with Kraid and Ridley both defeated, you can make your way back to Brinstar, and the door to Tourian's open. So we are going to take her out. And now that I'm thinking about it, I think the maximum super missiles is either 18 or 20, and it's just that you can get 14 before Mother Brain. Because I think I remember having 7 for her in hard mode, and the max is like 10. Because you only get 1 super missile per pack in hard mode. Which is ridiculous, by the way. Alright, yeah, there we go. Beautiful. See, I don't have to worry about anything with the screw attack. It's really nice, and I went all the way up the wrong shaft. I probably didn't need to go all the way back down here now that I think about it, because I could have just gone through the shortcut thing, but oh well, it's fine. It's fine. We'll just keep on jumping. Get out of my way, sir. You are not invited to the defeat of Mother Brain. I'm really close to full health, and there's definitely a refill in Tourian, but it's whatever. I'll take it anyway. It's been so long since we were over here, like an hour and 10 minutes. Or, no, it was probably like an hour and 20 minutes. Something like that. Yes, now that the mouths are open, we can go to our dooms. Ooh. I do really like this little cutscene, though, of getting to see the Metroids, like, you know, feeding off of one of the space pirate bodies, showing that they're all dead and these parasites are just all over the place. Very intimidating. Very cool. These cutscenes, even though they're so short, they add so much extra character to Metroid 1. I think it's really great. I'm trying to remember if I go right or if I go down. This might just be a... No, we definitely go right. Okay. I don't really remember my way through Tourian. There's not really that much here, but it's not like it's a cakewalk of an area. Mostly because you've got all the Zebatites, I think that's what the things are called, and all the Metroids all over the place. So the main thing to know is we have to kill the Metroids. Oh, we just had to actually like go through there. We actually have to kill the Metroids in each room to progress. The door won't open until we've done that. And the Metroids will die in a single hit to a super missile, so I'm probably going to use the super missiles a lot in here. Yeah, gosh, it's so much better in this game with all the... really? All the space pirate corpses lying around here really sells this place to me. I think it's great. Fantastically done. But this area in hard mode is why I think I could never bring myself to do the 15% run, because you would have 2 missiles in this place. So you would have to, like, oh my god, kill a Metroid and then farm for missiles off the Zebatites every time you kill just one Metroid. I already have used all the super missiles. Very nice. That's okay, though. It's not like it's that big of a deal. We'll get a refill before we even fight Mother Brain, so... But it seems so painful that I don't think I could ever do it myself, personally. But if you're into that, go for it. I think it's really cool that the game incentivizes stuff like that, though, with extra endings and whatnot. There's like a lot of replay value to this game. They really wanted you to play it several times and see what all is worth in it, because, you know, like I said, even after the first playthrough, you can like make a new run on the same file. I didn't mention that part, I guess, but you can then see, you can play hard mode, you can see your item collection in an area, you can go after a faster time, you can do both, but I just can't say I find this game very fun to 100% is the main issue it boils down to where getting those other endings can be such a pain. You might get a couple of them. I think beating it in faster times is a lot of fun, but 100% is not very fun. Which is weird, because even the first time I did the 100%, and I guess the only time still is, I think my save file had 4.5 hours in game time by the end. Something like that. Maybe it was like 4 hours and 45 minutes. But it was a long couple hours. It felt like getting those last few items. I feel like I've talked about the pain of the 100% too much, though, so I'll kind of just shut up about it for the rest of the game, other than when we get to like a item or whatever that involves it. I think we are almost at Mother Brain, though. I would like to kill a few of these Zebatites, though, and get my super missiles back up. So I will spend a second doing that. Thankfully, there's a lot of them, so it's not like it should take that long. But they might only give me super missiles once I've maxed out my regular missiles and my health. And I can hold, what, 190 missiles? Yeah, they're already not dropping health for me anymore, so it's gotta be that. But like, look at that, there's so many. You can just build up so fast. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Come on, guys. Let's get to some super missiles, shall we? Really making me work for them. Oh, right, because you only get... Oh, yeah, I should just do this instead of firing beams. What am I doing, man? I have the screw attack. Oh, they're not gonna give me super missiles, are they? What a bunch of jerks. Alright. Oh, right, this isn't Super Metroid. Alright, well, welcome to Mother Brain. Plenty of Zebatites to give you missiles, but this is not nearly as hard as it was in NES Metroid. Mainly because I don't think the Zebatites regenerate as fast. Oh no, what are the rings? The rings aren't the Zebatites. The Zebatites are the walls you destroy. That's right. Alright, here we go. Here's Mother Brain. Alright, let's be careful here. Can I get up here? Thank you. Alright. So we'll shatter the glass. First things first. Okay, that's not good. Alright, this is a good spot. So she actually has an attack in this version, which is kind of crazy. Alright, can you keep your eyeball open for a little bit there, Mother Brain? Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. Finally, got a hit on the eye. Alright. Yeah, dodging all this crap is not easy. But we're gonna do it. We might not dodge all the crap, but we're gonna kill her. Oh my gosh, come on. Do I just have this in a really bad cycle or something? Okay, no, there we go. How many more hits is it gonna take? I don't have much health. Is that gonna do it? Yes, okay. Wow, that got way closer than I thought. Self-destruct mechanism activated. Please escape. We have 2 whole minutes to get out of here. And oh boy, I forgot that a lot of these actually are dissolving tiles. Oh my gosh. The stress is on. Oh my god, the stress is really on if I do that. how poorly I've been doing parkour in this playthrough up to this point. Can I grab this one? I can. Awesome. Uh-oh. 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 That's the top, though. Alright. You have plenty of time, though. Even if you do make a few mistakes in that room, it's definitely fine, because criteria is not that long. But, you know, in the original game, you would be done once you got to the top of that tower. But not this time. There is a little bit more to get through. In fact, there's a lot more to get through when it just comes to the game in general. Oh, wow, we're already outside. Alright, cool. Woohoo! We beat the game, right? Yay! End of Metroid. Get a nice shot of Samus looking at all these screens. The timing of my escape couldn't have been worse. I was attacked by space pirates and left nearly defenseless. Stripped of my power suit, all I had for protection was my rather useless emergency pistol. Infiltrating the space pirate mothership so armed may have been foolish, but I had no choice. Could I survive long enough to escape? None will ever know. Except for us, because yes, this is an auto-charging pistol stun enemies to charge shots. This is the new section added to Zero Mission from the original. This is Chozodia, and this is actually the game's final area before finishing it. So eventually we'll be able to have all of our stuff and leave Chozodia and go back through the map. Or you can just finish the game here if you want. So you'll see when we get there. But this is a fairly controversial section of this game, I believe. I can't say I'm the world's biggest fan of it. I don't think it's that bad, though. But it is a bit of a stealth section for a little bit. And we've got the game's true final boss watching over us there. And I'm admittedly really bad at this part of the game. On hard mode, this section took me like an hour. But it's not too bad in normal mode, to where I don't think I'll die too much. But as you can see, Chozodia is huge. And we need to get to the top left, I believe, of this entire place. We have to do it all in the Zero suit. But thankfully, all save rooms in Chozodia will full heal. So anytime you reach a save room, definitely save, and you can enjoy chilling out for a little bit. And you know, it's great because of the space pirates here. So we can stun the space pirates with our pistol. That's about it. That's the only major move we can make. Otherwise, we just have to run away. So like, we need to find hiding spots, and as you can see, they deal an entire energy tank in one hit. So they're pretty deadly. You can't be getting hit by them too much. If you get caught, it's usually fine, but you do need to be ready to run to the next safe zone. Like right there, we can avoid some of the lasers and make our way over here, but unfortunately, I guess, this was not the right way to go. So we'll freeze that guy and go back through here. Okay, maybe that was the right way. No, we're fine. We want to go up here. Okay. Because eventually you will reach safe zones. It's not like you're going to be stuck without one forever. You just need to know when you get into like a crawl space or something, you need to be ready to make a couple of attacks or shots to break blocks. And And this is a part that you can get hit at pretty easily. Uh-oh. Grave error. Don't shoot that. But it's fine. Once we go back in, this can now be used as a safe zone again. They're gonna be like, huh? Where'd Samus go? What? That's weird. Alright, bye-bye. Love the space pirates. They're very funny. And there's our escape pod. That will be where we need to get to finish the game. The final room, essentially. This is another save rooms, and I definitely need it with how many hits I just took there. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I remember when I first played this game, I actually got to Chozodia, and then I didn't beat the game for probably like 2 weeks or something. For some reason, I just didn't play the final section. It's not like this section's absurdly long. It's definitely a very large chunk of the game, but it's probably wouldn't take more than like 30 minutes or so, even on a first playthrough. Yeah, we actually do have to go down here. Although, is there a reason to go up here? Oh, no, I can't yet. Oh, hello. Hello, buddy. Definitely need to be shooting the floor around here. Alright, excuse me, guys. Pardon me. I don't want to be getting hit too much. Got a nice safe zone that they somehow can't get into. And yeah, so in hard mode, by the way, so like these guys will do 2 hits of damage in hard mode, and I have the maximum energy tanks you can even have for this part of the game. So yeah, you die pretty quick in hard mode. Which you would think, yeah, of course you would, because you would have had to have played the game before, and you would know the layout of this place, right? Yeah, I'm not that good at this game, I'm sorry. I still just get absolutely demolished. Okay, so we can keep walking after this save room. Really, Chozodia is 2 parts. There's the Space Pirate Mothership, and there's Chozodia itself. It's more like Chozo Ruins, which I think we're coming up onto. I can't tell. I think I want to go this way, though. Seems like the right way to go. Yeah, I definitely want to go this way. Okay. We're definitely going to get spotted by something in here, but that doesn't mean I can't at least try to be stealthy. Uh-oh. Oh, wow, that was close. All right. That was really good, actually. That might be the first time I've ever made my way through that room without getting detected. Huh. Am I going a direction I really don't want to, though? No, because... Yes. No. No, I think I have to go this way. All right. I'm probably getting a lot more confused than I should be, but it's fine. We're gonna drop down here and just see what happens. This part is pretty linear. It's not like you can really get too lost. So yeah, okay, yeah, you just don't see it on the map. Good. All right, so we escaped the Space Pirate Mothership, and we actually make our way into the Chozodia section of Chozodia, or the Chozo Ruins. We're gonna take a couple extra hits because they're gonna blast me in the butt a couple of times. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to remember, is it this one? Okay, no, this is the safe zone. There's one of these that will troll you and doesn't actually work. Are we good? I think we're good. All right. Cool, this is a save room. Because it'll, like, the floor will fall out from under you when you try to jump into it. So I need to be wary of that one. But we're fine for now. So let's keep on trucking through. Ooh, don't get caught by the searchlight. Those are pretty much an instant. You're getting chased down. Get running, buddy. Okay, don't go in there, Samus. I want to get up here. Thank you. Okay. I do think it's very interesting to have a section of the game played as Zero Suit Samus, though. This is the only Metroid game that really gives her a shot without the power armor or power suit. This power armor would be Fallout. How did that not hit me? That is insane. Okay. A lot more of this area is green than I thought it was. I don't want to toot my own horn yet, but I've done way better at being stealthy in this than I usually am, because usually I'd be getting chased here, and then you could shoot this to make them all fall down. It's very funny. But I guess I didn't have to do that this time around. This is the section I need to be worried about. I don't remember how high the beam goes up. Alright, so we're gonna jump up while it's there. Because I think it'll see your foot if it's hanging out at the bottom there. So once it gets here, we need to like jump up before it detects Samus's foot. And then here we just gotta be very, 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 very careful. What? They saw me? That's crazy. Alright. This is where the troll one is, isn't it? Oh no, that's not a troll. Alright. Oh no, he still sees me up here. Alright. See you, buddy. Ah, that's not gonna work. Okay. Running away now. Ah, I see. Okay, so we're gonna break this wall open. And we're gonna keep on jumping. And I guess you don't really have the high jump boots for this part either. I forgot about that. It's really interesting how I don't even feel it. And there's the power bombs. That is the final upgrade of the game. Does he just not see me over here? Are we in the clear? What's over here? Is this a save room? Yeah. I was gonna say, it feels like it's been a little bit since I was in a save room. Give me the save, please. How are we doing on progressing the map? Okay, so I don't think that is actually... That's where the final boss is. So that's not where I needed to get to for the... to get the suit back. That's still just all over here. No, hey, the power bombs are gone. I love this part. This guy just like carrying them along. You're gonna be following these things for a little bit though. All right, sir. Move on down. Move along. Move along. And there's plenty of space there. I have to admit, the flashing effect looks a little rough on my eyes on Switch Online. I don't really know if that's part of the emulator or if, I don't know. I'm not sure, actually. Of course. Of course, that's what would happen. I didn't think that one would go all the way down. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right, how we doing? How we looking here? Okay, wait. I think I can do a funny here. No, I'm not doing a funny here. Oh, I hate this room. Okay, this is where I've died a couple times. This is, I think there's a part that's a bit of a struggle here. Like this guy's, oh wow, he surprisingly was not able to jump on me. All right. So we're gonna keep jumping up and run. We'll jump over that. There's so many space pirates after me. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah. Just gotta keep running. Do not shoot the floor, because we want to shoot it now. Oh boy. That was worrisome. But look at that. The backgrounds look so cool here with all the different like Chozo drawings and stuff. Really lending to being Samus's home, because she was raised by the Chozo after all. This might be the game that tells you that, though. I'm not sure. All right. This is the dreaded area. Those slopes right there. Oh my god. Those slopes right there. This is where our next boss fight is. This is such a weird boss fight. So, okay, I can't strike it yet. So basically, what we have to do is once it's blue like that, we shoot this thing, right? But it's going to do a lot of attacks, and it's going to be kind of hard to actually hit it sometimes. I'm not good at this fight. Oh yeah, and if it does that, it's going to rain down some lightning on me. So it looks like each attack is going to do 50 damage, which isn't that bad. Oh, are you serious, man? This is like fighting Fiery Dino Piranha, I swear. Alright, shoot that as fast as possible. At the very least, the lightning doesn't then string across the floor. Alright. Oh, man. Oh, I just had to open my mouth about the string across the floor part. Oh, what? The opening is so small on the last hit. There we go. Okay. Whew. That is the Zero Suit Samus fight done, and the end of the government-mandated stealth section. We get our power armor back, but we don't just get the power armor back. No, no, no. All those unknown items, they showing up this time. We get the plasma beam, the gravity suit, and the space jump, which is awesome that we now have the fully powered suit. I believe if you don't pick up the Varia suit, I think you only get powered up to the Varia suit. Maybe, no, I think you still just get the gravity suit. Not 100% sure. But now that we've done that, we get this triumphant, great music because the space pirates, yeah, they ain't no threat now. Nothing before Samus. Okay, I'm clearly destroying some blocks there. What? There's some side paths? Well, I'm actually also going to use this save room, because I think I'm going to at least attempt it once. So there is an energy tank that you can get right here. And this is, in my opinion, one of the hardest energy tanks in the entire Metroid series. So to get this, you need to build up a Shine Spark. And I might as well actually get the Super Missile over here. Okay, I actually kept the charge. That's amazing. And you have to then use it on all these ramps. So the ramps allow you to get your Shine Spark back. So you remain in the speed boosted state. You go on a ramp. And then, oh my gosh, okay. This will be my last attempt at it, because you have to chain the Shine Spark for like 10 years. I'm not going to waste much time trying to do it. So you build up your Shine Spark. You jump up, you do it again. Oh, man. And you have to basically carry the Shine Spark up here, run up here. The moment you enter this door, you store it again. And then you need to drop down here, build it up again, and then on this ledge, you can charge through the wall, and you'll end up in the room across from where we are right now to the right, and you'll get an energy tank. And it is ridiculous to pull it off. I don't know why they started putting Shine Spark puzzles like that in these games, but they did. And they are just so crazy to do. All right, where is it? I know there's an item somewhere around here. I think it's up here. Yeah, another Super Missile. I do want to get the Super Missile tanks, since it'll kill the final boss a bit faster. Since the final boss is the next boss fight, we'll probably be at it, and yeah, it's gonna take a few minutes because you have to still go all the way through Chozodia and the space pirate ship and get the power bombs. But you know, it's not that bad. Oh, okay, we can go down here. The space pirates still do about half the damage that they did, but at the very least we have the gravity suit and space jump and you know, screw attack and all the other fun stuff that we have that can just absolutely demolish these guys, make them not any sort of threat anymore. I feel like I'm going a bad route over. Probably not. Yeah, gosh, this area is just so huge. It is such a big portion of the map. It is crazy. At the very least, it's nice that it shows that they put a lot of effort into adding new content for this remake instead of just making it a completely faithful one. Even though I think the main game on its own is enough to go, wow, that's a big change. You jerk! I had the Shine Spark pulled up and everything to just blast on up here. But there's probably an item. Oh no, you need to like speed booster through the other wall. That's what it is. That's definitely a thing though that you can do. I'm not gonna do it. I do want to get this item though. Is this an item? No, I thought it looked like a cracked floor. The space jump is also so much easier to execute in this game than it is in Super Metroid, in my opinion. Like miles easier. Oh, there's one of the tougher space pirates. We'll have to deal with a few of those to get out of here. I got the energy balls. I'll probably save at the next save room we find, but I'm not too worried about it yet. Sir, can you? Thank you. Alright. Now we should be able to open up these doors just fine. Might need to... Oh, just need the screw attack. Come on. What do you need? Missiles? Yeah. Yeah, these are just missile doors. Alright. Couldn't remember if they were their own thing or they need a missile or something. No, my super missile! I want that. And that is a power bomb door, I do believe. That's fine, we can just go through here, wherever it is. Or not. Okay. I think I see. Maybe. I need to go up here, right? Oh yeah, I can, right, now that I have missiles, I can actually open this up. So, I remember trying to do that earlier. But that is still just some super missiles. Can you get out of the way, sir? You're moving very, very slow. Thank you. I don't remember that super missile at all. Okay, so it's 30 super missiles. I've been very, very wrong about the super missile count the whole game, I guess. That's okay. Now that we're in here, where we're gonna need to escape from, we can go up here and continue making our way towards... Okay, how do you defeat these guys? You just need missiles, right? They might be the ones that you need to shoot from behind, though. All I know is that they killed me a couple times when I played this on hard mode at the very, very end. They were very, very scary. Oh my gosh, this guy. There is no way around this guy to my knowledge. And you have to do this to get out of here too. But now that I know I'm in this part, this is the part you have to like run through to escape. I know we're getting very, very close to the end. Excuse me, sirs. You guys can all die. Alright, this is where we get to the power bombs. Or at least like really, really close to them. We'll just bomb our way through here. Yeah, the power bombs are the thing that you get like 2 rooms before the final boss, and then you have to backtrack all the way across the map to use all these different power bomb spots, and then you gotta do all these shine sparks and use the gravity suit for stuff, and it's so disgusting. And you have to get a bunch of power bomb tanks too. That's the main item you're picking up, is just tanks for the power bombs. So it's like, why? Why get them all? There's no reason to have them by the time you reach them. I think there's a save room up here. I haven't saved in quite a while, so it'll be good to use a save room. And this is the last save room before the final boss, since he is just over here. Get that save, and yeah. We'll go pick up the power bombs now. 20 super missiles is more than enough for the final boss as well. I really would have thought I would find one of the energy tanks, because I think one of them's pretty easy to get. but I don't remember where they are, and I'm not really that worried about it, so... we're just gonna roll with it. Yeah, there's the power bomb. It's gonna, of course, trigger a whole bunch of enemies coming after us, but... what are they gonna do? I'm all powered up. One of the 3 power bombs you need to use in the game, because guess what? You go through this room, right? You use your power bombs. And what's this do? It gets you more power bombs. That's all power bombs do in this game. It's like in Metroid Dread. All you really do with power bombs is get more power bombs. So like, you don't need to use them for anything. I should, I guess they can break these blocks faster. They definitely put a lot of these just to make you be like, hey, I should use power bombs for this. That'd be really helpful. But now that we have the power bombs, like I said, 2 rooms before the final boss, basically, I can go back up here. And we're gonna save again. Just because I want to be as close to full health as possible before I fight the final boss. Where's that other energy tank at, though? There should be 3 within Chozodia. I know one of them, I think, is right before the final boss, actually. I'm pretty sure it's in the room right next to me. But I don't know where the other one's at. Is this, oh, no, this isn't where you need the power bombs yet. All right. I can't believe that guy didn't hit me right there. That's crazy. No, it's not here. It's coming up, though. Oh, that's a power bomb. Because there should be a decently long corridor. Yeah, so this part here... Alright, I think I can do this one. What we need to do is jump down, and then you have to, like, really what you do is you shine spark over here and you use the energy tank. Because you would, essentially, you want to jump down here with your, you need to, like, store your shine spark, and then you jump down with the screw attack, and then you go down and you get the energy tank. But I'm not going to get it. I just want to show that it's there. Let's fight the final boss. We have a game to finish. Which is crazy, because I think we're like 2 hours into this game. I did not need to use that super missile. I'm not going to rewind, though. We're not doing that. Not for something actually important. That was my error. And the final boss is none other than Mecha Ridley. This is actually a pretty difficult fight. And if you 100% the game, he's like 3 times stronger, which is crazy. But that's just what they decided to do. And he's dead. I did not think he died to that few super missiles on the any % run. Wow, that is crazy. Self-destruct mechanism activated. Okay, maybe how he is on the 100% should have been how he is normally. That was actually really pathetic. That's crazy. All right, how do I get through here? I have to do a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, you got a lot of time to get out of here in this game compared to the other ones. I feel like this is a much longer escape sequence than even like Super's was. Could be wrong about that, but yeah, I can't go through there, so we have to go down a bit more. The hardest part is really just preserving enough health for the final enemies that you have to defeat before escaping, because they are definitely very tough. Gosh, and they put as many like rooms that just wind around as possible too, right before the escape, or you know, in the escape sequence. This is probably the most useful thing power bombs do, is that in the whole game. Alright, I don't want to get hit by that guy like 3 times. Just keep space jumping up and up. I think we're only a few rooms away from the end. Because this should be the room where we gotta move the guy out of the way. The funny guy. Yeah, come on, funny man. Get out of my way. Missiles are so much faster for that. Even if he is funny. He kind of reminds me of the Gonk droid. Gotta love the Gonk droid. I don't even know where that thing shows up in any Star Wars movies or shows. I just remember it from Lego Star Wars, and I think they're funny, so... Okay, can you guys, like, just give me health and not take any of it? I would greatly appreciate that. Alright, here we go. These are the final enemies of the game. I have no idea if these guys even take damage from super missiles. Why aren't you dying? Oh, do I have to fight them with the plasma beam? Uh-oh. Alright, I might be screwed then if that's the case. No, I killed one. Okay. Whew. I was a little worried. I can't believe they didn't take damage from missiles, but... That guy can kill you, by the way. I completely forgot about him. That is such a troll. That's kind of great, though. I love that. And that is Zero Mission. Mission accomplished. Yay, we beat it. That was a lot of fun. I think this game is like really fun if you just play through it instead of worrying about 100%ing it. It just gets so much more fun because you can just enjoy the ride, explore as you wish, and take in the game's great music and atmosphere. Because Zero Mission may not be a hard game or a very long game, but I think it's a game that's just that maximizes the fun factor. And like I said, they really want you to replay this game, so you can really get a lot out of it if you play it a bunch of times. And I've definitely played it a handful of times now. I love it every time I go back to it. I would say this is probably my third favorite of the 2D games. I like Super and Dread a lot more, but I still really enjoy this game for the simplicity of it. This game's kind of like A Link to the Past to me, where it does everything really well. There's nothing it really does too wrong, other than the backtracking at the end for going for 100%, but if that doesn't matter to you, then this is just a fun game. And I recommend everyone play it. I think it's one of the best games on the Game Boy Advance. It's probably my second or third favorite game on the system, personally. But I can't say it's my favorite Metroidvania on the system. I would have to give that to Castlevania Aria of Sorrow. But it's just up against some steep competition in that regard. But this was a fun playthrough of the game. Some parts, you know, couldn't remember everything, but that's kind of the fun of it. I wanted to stumble around in this one. I kind of want to take that approach a bit more in these long plays, because even though this was like a 2-hour playthrough, it still felt like I was having to figure some things out for myself, even though this is my 4th time playing all the way through the game. But yeah, that concludes Zero Mission, other than what we're going to see for our ending. So let's see what that is real fast. It should be the one for any percent under 2 hours, or any percent between 15 and 100 at least. I do really like this little ending shot too. It's so cute. Samus is a little drawn with the Chozo. It's great. It'd be cool if you could actually see that shot. And I do recommend you look up the other ending screenshots for how you beat the game. But in this case, it should be a nice shot of Zero Suit Samus. Other than this part. Yeah. Is this one? Clear time. 1 hour, 42 minutes, and 54 seconds. Our rate for collecting items is 73%. Hey, that's pretty good. I was expecting it to be around 70. See you next mission. And with that, we are fully done with Metroid Zero Mission. thank you very much for watching this long play, let's play thing of it. If you enjoyed, please consider liking the video or subscribing. And I hope to see you all in whatever game I'm playing next. Bye-bye.